sorry, Crystal Edge. It's going to be, I'm used to saying Crystal Edge Technology Screens, but Crystal Edge is now a company being converted for commercial distributor use. Our new company is Black Series Edition. We have another company that we're working on right now, our Exotic Collections, which is something completely different besides home theater, something we're working on new. All right, so we have a page that we designed on our Crystal Edge page called the Blacklist. A lot of people have been asking me about this particular page and why we designed it. The purpose of the blacklist was to out people that were scamming people in home theater setups. I've gotten multiple projectors here from eBay. People are purchased off eBay. Machines came in cracked, damaged, lenses missing, filters missing, all kinds of crazy stuff. And to file a complaint against these individuals, well, you can file your complaint, you win your money back. That's basically about it. But people need to be warned that these individuals exist, so that way other individuals don't end up falling into the same trap as you did, or as we did. So we started the blacklist. So the blacklist is any company which we have hardcore proof that they were committing fraud, scamming people, whatever they were doing, ends up on this list. Now, one of the biggest, only person who does screen paint we have on the list so far is a fellow by the name of, he goes on a YouTube channel on the CROW1176. Fellow goes by the name of Jamie Fernando Gonzalez, who has been scamming people for years. Now, mind you, when he first started off, he was giving away his products for free, showing people how to make black and white mixtures. No harm in that at all whatsoever. But when you start taking these exact black and white mixtures and you start selling them for money, even after you show people how to make them, that's a scam. Your product's matching house paint, that is definitely a massive scam. Because again, you're selling something to the consumer that you're saying is completely different than anything else on the market, but yet no tests, demonstrations, nothing. Site is completely empty. What I mean by empty, there's no information whatsoever. There is no form of knowledge in this particular field that is displayed on his page. As I said before, specification sheets and other information that needs to be on the page is not there. But most criminal evidence that we have against this fellow is he went out and did a demonstration himself. This is a fellow right here on YouTube of his products versus the Network Gray 773. Mind you, we did this demonstration 6 months to a year before we ever did the demonstration because we got the paint first. And in that demonstration, I'll post that link below. In that demonstration, I say that it's not going to go well for him. He's going to match the product. And this is 6 months to a year ago, way before he started. He did the product, he did the demonstration himself, as you can see right here. We put the link in the caption. I'm not talking about in the title, so you can see right from the door, copy and paste, link, you're good. And you will see the individual in this demonstration bearing receipts, showing that he has the product, painting the screen down to a surface, and then matching the screen. You will also see the torment that he went through by misjudging his product, where he basically constantly fiddled with the camera. He was a bit antsy, prancing back and forth across the screen, blocking it with his body, even moving his hands in front of the screen to try to disrupt the picture. Even at certain points, walking off camera, taking objects and putting them directly in front of the sample sheet of the Network Gray 773, which you're seeing in the center, because he realized he messed up. He realized that his product matches house paint. First things first, if you don't do tests on your products, this is what's going to happen to you. The reason why I can walk on a live camera with a container of black paint and draw into a black screen and produce a higher white level, mark the screen up where you can see what color and nothing's going to produce, is because my product is tested. And when your product's not tested, you can't do this. So this is what happens when you go through life with a full glass and you really don't test your products and you think out of the back of your head that, oh, this is going to work because I know it's going to work without testing. So this is the nightmare this fellow went through. So in the demonstration, if you copy and paste the link, you'll get a chance to watch the whole demonstration from there. Keep in mind, this was a video that this individual made He made this video to be able to defend his product, to claim that our accusations that it matched house paint were untrue. What happened to the video? He removed it. Of course he removed it. Can't have this video floating around. I think it's extremely dangerous for him because it shows at the end of the day that the average consumer can just go into any Sherwin-Williams and take this product off a shelf and do the exact same thing. Now, the reason why we call him one of the biggest scammers on YouTube is because not only did he acknowledge that the product matched the house paint, but he removed the video himself, which clearly shows that he had full knowledge and understanding what was going on in the video and that he matched it. I don't know what's worse at the fact he spent, I don't know, about an hour or so in this video explaining, pleading that in no way whatsoever his product could ever match house paint. And then to come with the face with the reality that it did. That's why you can't find the video. When people get caught, they hide evidence so they don't get caught. So there's no evidence proving what their product or what they did. We all been on the earth long enough. We know how it works. So I shouldn't have to explain. But anyway, after the video goes missing, actually, two of them went missing. Two are missing. Two are actually gone. We actually caught one of them being removed. So we actually, in a live stream, literally caught him removing one of the videos, trying to hide the evidence. Now, what makes this individual, as I said before, one of the biggest scammers I've ever seen, is the fact that not only did he get caught trying to remove and matching house paint, but he still sells the product as we speak on his website, knowing his product has matched, knowing this video has exist. I guess he feels in his mind that because he made it disappear, it doesn't exist. But we're here to tell people that it does exist. This is the constant thorn that's pushing into his side right now that he can't stand, because at the end of the day, he can't stand people like me. And the reason why is because I'm not that customer at the end of the day that's going to be all bright-eyed, bushy-tail, that doesn't know anything at the end of the day. Those are the customers they want. Those are the ones customers they can trick and fool, and they don't have to test, or their product doesn't have to be questioned or anything. That's what they like. A customer like me is a nightmare because we're knowledgeable. We know the difference between this nonsense and something that's real. That's the reason why, if you go to our site, you see the massive amount of tests that are being done. We can say easily, I have the most outdoor demonstrations of anybody, and back it up 100%, because we do. We have pictures show that over 1,000 pictures. It dates back to probably, let's see, 6 years, maybe 6 years back. Yeah, we've been here for a bit. Where these guys at the end of the day don't have any demonstrations outside. I think I've only seen one. And I think that was a small little cutout on the walkway, and that was basically about it. Nothing at all, because they're used to cutting corners. They go by the lazy tradition, and it's not just him. It's the whole entire industry I also blame too. They're lazy. They use the excuse of ambient light controlled environment, calibrating your projector. That's what they feed to the consumer. That means that if I have to follow on the guidelines of ambient light ambient light controlled environments, I really don't have to do all those demonstrations in fully lit environments. Why would I? If the consumer is going to buy from me anyway, because I can display a screen that can pull up with, what, 2 or 3 light bulbs in a dim environment and still make money off that, why would I work hard to go out and do demonstrations on the massive levels that we do? What will be the point? The customer's going to buy anyway. I mean, he's going to be stuck in the dark anyway, whatever he chooses. So why would I make the effort? See, there's a problem. And that's the reason why a lot of these companies who come out here with these screens, they are not designed to do what they're designed to do, because they go with this particular stereotype of ambient light controlled environment. Yeah, I don't do it at the end of the day. So let's get back to this guy. Anyway, I don't want to get off topic here. Don't get me started on the industry. This is what industry, and then they say, we won't work. We don't care if you don't want to work with us. Our technology's better. Why would we care? That's funny. I had somebody post that in the stream one time saying, well, you're cutting off bridges with big companies. We don't care about them. Our products are better. Why would I care? I can blow out y'all technology anytime I want to. I can develop a technology as we speak in 20 minutes and level your stuff easily. So why would I care? Keep in mind that all technology that we have under Black Series was developed in 20 minutes. The company was built literally that's probably in about a month and a half. It was engineered in a month and a half. That's it. And it leveled every screen that went against it. That's an insane record for technology. So if anything, they would want to work with us because we could advance their screens to make them what they should be, not what they want them to be. So we don't worry about the industry. We don't care. We worry about, only thing we want to do at the end of the day is make a product that customers at the end of the day can afford, and customers can have an advanced technology without worrying about saying, well, you know, I don't have $5,000 or $3,000 to afford the screen, or I got to spend $3,300 or $4,000 for a projector that can produce a black level. You don't have to go through all that crap. All right, so let me show you a little bit here on this one right here. So as you can see, match. But we put the link in there. You're good to go. You can go check out the link. Let me show you a little short video here. We don't need to go into his, we've been to his channel multiple times. We're not going into his website. It's a short video. But this just shows you at the end of the day that you got to be careful at the end of the day. You have to make sure you ask the questions. You want to see contrast levels. You want to see screens in fully lit environments. You want to see demonstrations on more than just one projector over and over again. You have to ask these questions because people like this are expecting for you not to ask those questions. Educate yourself, knowledge yourself. Even when it comes to us, do the research. This is why we go out there and tell you at the end of the day, before you buy anything from my company, before you purchase one thing from me, you go do the research. You see and you match our demonstrations against everybody else's. You read through our specification sheets and see how much knowledge we know at the end of the day before you drop a dime in my banking account. You compare us to everybody else. All right, people, well, that's basically about it. I got to get back to work. I got orders for Black Friday to ship out the door. Black Friday sale is going to be ending on the 4th of December. So we did extend it so everybody can get a chance to get an opportunity on the products. We are shipping out today. So I got to get ready. I got to get to the post office. Everybody's got tracking numbers. We sent tracking numbers to everybody, so you're all good to go. And yeah, but as I said before, we put the link in the caption. It's up to you to do the research. So go in and click on the link and watch the full demonstration. I'll be putting the rest of the links in also too, because there are a lot more. We have demonstrations here on the BeHr silver screen with the personal mix. And then we have another demonstration down here. Let me see. This is the videos that went missing off the account. It shows him removing videos off his account. So I'm going to put all this here for you. And this is where we caught Jamie. And we're in the middle of a live stream, and he decides to remove his video in the middle of a live stream. Can't make it up. Can't make it up. This shows a scammer getting caught. This shows a scammer being exposed. This is a scammer trying to hide evidence. You want to make sure you get what you paid for at the end of the day. Because I told people at the end of the day, how do you know what's sitting on your wall right now? It's no testing on his products. How do you know what's sitting on your wall? It's not house paint. How do you know he hasn't gotten to the point where he's gotten so lazy that he is now just basically just buying shelf paint and just sticking it into a container, putting his label on it and sending it to you? There's no testing showing that it's not. There's no way to prove it unless he does a test. And that's what we've been requesting from him over and over and over again for him to do. We've been requesting for him to do these tests against the Network Gray 773 on all his products, not one. He only did one product. That's it. All his products. We want to see the BeHr silver screen. We want to see the slip silver. Nope. Now, I'm going to show you something real quick. You want to do your own research. And that's why we put all that information on our site, so you can do the research. It's very important. I do tons of research every day. I'm doing research as we speak today on manufacturing and assembling motorized projection screens. What is the process to do this? So let's go over here real quick. I'm going to grab this title real quick So right here, let's go over here. Let's grab this video right here. If you're interested in seeing everything we have on the site about the individual, go to Crystal Edge Technology Screens. You will only see two areas. You will see basically us just explaining the new distributorship that's coming to the Crystal Edge for commercial use, and you will see something called the blacklist. That's what you click on. Okay, so you see the title of the video. That's his title. He put up there, CROW Cinemax Mix versus SW Network Gray 773, which shows you at the end of the day, yes, that's what he was putting his product against. So that shows proof. There's the video right there. There's the person. I'll put the yesterday when he walks out of a Home Depot with the product in hand. Now let's go over here really quick. And we got the name of that. Let's go over to the address here. This is his website. Warning, he does rant, he does curse, he does carry on. Very, very unprofessional. Let's go pop over to the shop real quick. Let's see if he's selling this product. Now, you just saw the demonstration a few minutes ago of him matching Network Gray 773. Is the product still continuing to be sold on his website? Yes, it is. Right there. It's pretty bold, ain't it? That is really bold. But at the end of the day, like I said, he's not concerned about, he's more waiting for those individuals who don't know, who never saw this video. Because again, that is the customer he can steal from. There's a product being sold for $75. Mind you, this is a house paint Network Gray 773 that requires no black paint, no glitter, nothing. Just off the shelf, painted to a surface, you're done. And he used this on a P2 4K laser projector. So it shows you at the end of the day, yeah, it'll work on anything. That stuff literally will work on anything. Even knockoffs, it'll work on that too. On top of that, he has here at, let me zoom this up a little bit for you people. He has that 2200 lumens right here. The Network Gray picks up at 1000 in the dark. This will pick up at 22 in the dark, but it should be at 1000 because the house paint picks up at 1000 lumens. Probably get a little lower than that. You probably go about 900 lumens on it too also. It's house paint. This is your shipping setup here. He has here, as I told you before, it is strictly designed to steal from the customer. As you can see right here, that is the policy. If delivered on the property, no returns or refunds. Only exchange if for a different product if the container wasn't open. So it's strictly designed to take your money. That's what it's engineered to do. And I like the little captions he has here. Scammer puts up all kinds of interesting stuff where he says it's designed to save you money. How is it saving you money if you can get it for much cheaper than $75 a quart? You can get that at a gallon, easy. That can cost you $75 a gallon. He tried to do his Mickey Mouse math, and I call it Mickey Mouse math because he does not add too well. His Mickey Mouse math where he claimed that, okay, $40 a quart. If you pay $40 a quart for it, it's not going to cost you $160 a gallon. Not going to cost you that. He marked it at 80 a gallon, which you're short 64 ounces, which means you can't add because, again, I don't know how anybody's been painting that long and does not know exactly that there's 4 quarts that make a gallon. But he said 2, 4, 6, 8. I don't know where you got that from. You had it at 4. But even at 4, it wouldn't have been $80. That'd have been 2 quarts. It would have been $160. That's what it would have cost. There's no way in the world that paint would have cost $160. Anybody has ever painted, and I don't know how these guys think at the end of the day. I guess they think that nobody else is going to figure out what they say out of their mouth because no one else has any life experience. Because any person who walked into a Home Depot, Lowe's, or any form of paint hardware establishment would go and say, okay, this is how much. This is a quart. This is 32 ounces. This is going to cost me how much? This is going to be about $20. All right. So it's $20. Most people ask at the end of the day, they go, well, what's the difference of price difference between this and a gallon? Because, you know, I just might just get the gallon instead, you know, because most people, when they paint, usually going to go for a gallon. Even if it's a bathroom, they're still going to go to gallon because they don't want to come up short and they don't want to take the trip back to find out they ran out of paint. So they'll go overboard and they'll buy a lot of paint. They got it left over, they can use it for something else. But anyway, so this is $20 for this container right here. It's not going to cost you, not going to go 4 times 20 and charge you the amount of money of 4 times 20 for that particular product. Even at 30, they're not going to charge you $160. That's crazy for a gallon of paint. Are you kidding me? That's insane. They're going to charge you a $15 to $20 difference. That's what they're going to charge you for. That's pretty much. And it depends on what brand you go with, because out of this paint, you can have a cheaper version, which they have called the super paint, which is very cheap. They have one that's a little more expensive. It's a 1-coat application stain blocker. That right there is emerald. That'll cost you a little bit more money. Or you can go with the flagship, which I bought in the back room. That cost me $80 a gallon. You can pay for that. But they're not going to charge you that much money. So I don't know where he came up with that mathematical Mickey Mouse excuse when he came up with the receipts by saying, oh, this is what you're going to pay. They don't charge people that way. So now you see that the paint he still has on the website, he still sells on here. Well, actually, the paint he's showing in the demonstration of him basically matching Network Gray 773, he still sells on his website. This makes you the biggest scammer on YouTube. This right here is 100% hardcore proof that you have been scamming people for years. That same demonstrations you do where you put the screen side by side and you have to get that close to the screen to explain the color, explain the contrast, and it's a slight hue, it's a discoloration. You've been saying that for years. All your products are the same thing. Your products are nothing more than black and white house paint. That's what they are. Perfect example. So if you're looking at the Atari 26 or 5600, 5200 in there, I'm buying one of those. I know it was a crappy machine, but I want one. Let me see. Black. White house paint. That's all you do is type in black and white house paint, CROW1176. He pops up. There you go. That's all you got to type in. Simple. Black and white house paint, CROW1176. Do you know what this is right here? This is a paint he was trying to sell on eBay for 40 bucks, even though he knew this demonstration exists. Now, this demonstration shows how to make his product. His product is made out of basic black and white paint. Now, we gave him a challenge. We asked him to take the same ingredients here from his video and do a live demonstration on YouTube, showing his products next to the black and white mixture. There's the ingredients right there. Metallica projection screen paint, 2 tablespoons of flat black paint into a quart of white paint. Asked him to do this. He refused. He's been refusing this for quite some time. As a matter of fact, he did the Network Gray 773 before he did this one. This is how CROW's products are made. We use the same ingredients to make 3 of his screen paints off of it. We made the UV mix. We know how to make the UV mix, so we use the same ingredients. But there it is right there. And this is what he was trying to sell on his YouTube channel, not YouTube channel, his eBay channel. We caught him put it in for $40 trying to sell the Metallica Mix 2.0, knowing that he has a video showing how to make it. Let's bring it a little bit, a little too close up, people. I'm gonna tap this right now. I'm way too close up. There we go. Let's get you in there just right. There we go. Woo. There we go. Perfect. Trying to get that area in there. There you go. So that's what your product is made out of. All that talk on camera about the quality and no. Your product is black and white paint. I can tell it's black and white paint because I told you I've been making great products for a very long time, and black and white paint gives off a different reaction. It has certain flaws that pop up that gray paints or black and white paints fall under. One of them is contrast. That's one of the biggest ones that pop up. Color distortion pops up. Not be to produce in fully lit environments will pop up. So a person who's using that product has to be in a certain area, a certain environment to run it, or it doesn't work well. So when we see that same environment in the demonstration, we go, oh yeah, it's black and white paint. And there's your proof right there. More proof. Now, for those of you who've made a fall into this trap and have purchased this product, and you read through the policy has in the shipping policy that claims that, well, if it lands on your property, you can't get your money back. If you open it, you can't get your money back. You can get around that. We beat every last PayPal claim against this individual, and we used that particular form of policy against them twice because, again, PayPal won't honor it because there's nothing there. There's no way for the customer to get any kind of retribution out of that. There's no way. Virtually impossible. The way it's got it set up. When you go to our CROW1176 page, you will see only two options. This one right here explains what the page is being changed into, the web company, and this right here is the blacklist. This will give you all the information. Any of those, y'all buying fake projectors, you want to use our product with fake projectors, we keep telling you don't use fake projectors with our products. You may want to look at this section right here. This is tests we've done on our products. They do not work on our technology. If you're thinking maybe the high-end projectors are going to work, no, they don't work. These are customers who try to attempt to use high-end projectors and then trade for basically sending them out a silver product that would work with their product, give them a little more advancement than what they're using on the white screen. We trade it all for pictures. This is what happens. You use one of those Dalva projectors, WeMac projectors, or any one of those high-end projectors, it will not pick up. The screen can't paint, won't see it. You have to have a name brand projector. There's a customer right there who purchased the Bow Maker. You've seen that projector before? Don't buy them. A lot of money for a machine he can't use because we had to go in and develop a special screen paint for him so that way he can run his projector. Even though we put that information in every single shopping cart for you to not go near these knockoff projectors. They don't work. And from when people sit there and advertise that they work with all projectors, of course you work with all projectors. So does Network Gray work with all projectors too. It does the exact same thing. BeHr Silver Screen works with all projectors. And if you're going to be using a knockoff projector, you have to be stuck to two types of screens, a white screen and a gray screen. And these are two screens that have an issue with contrast and color and are not ambient light projection technology. So they don't work. I still can understand to this day how people even buy gray screens at the end of the day, and they're still stuck in these dark environments, and they're still never seeing contrast. I'm gonna pick it up a black level. Here's these screenshots right here from the video of how close this product came to matching the house paint. Now, I know the individual is probably steaming and mad right now, but again, who are you mad at? This is your video. How in the world can you be upset with me at the end of the day? It's your video. Are you mad at me because I exposed you? That's what you're mad about. You, at the end of the day, should have went in when you first realized what you have done, because you didn't test your products, you didn't know you were getting yourself into. What you should have did was you should have issued an apology and a massive refund to your customers. That's what you should have did. And then you should have rebranded your product, got rid of this CROW nonsense, got rid of all of that, rebranded your product, and started a new product doing all tests based off the products that you were accused of matching and scamming your customers on. This would help you at least try to build some kind of customer support back to you, but you didn't do this at all. Instead, you went in and attacked us, which, again, that's like trying to sink a hole into a destroyer by using medieval spears. How are you damaging us at the end of the day? Nothing. Even the demonstration you did on how our Black Series technology was supposed to look, our orders are abundant. We still made our profit with no problem whatsoever because, again, we can back our products. You guys can't do this. So that stuff doesn't work at all, period. You have to be the back of your stuff. You don't want to come in matching house paint. One of the first tests you have to do when you're making product. This is why when you go to the website, he doesn't know the name of his products. He clearly doesn't know the name of the color of his screen paints. They all have the same title as gunmetal. They can't all be gunmetal. And at that, they're not even real gunmetal at the end of the day. Gunmetal is supposed to be super jet black. Unless you got something special, we can go, well, it's an LT gunmetal, which we did call light gunmetal, which explains that it's a light version of a gunmetal. So you see that match right there? See how perfect that looks? That right there is BeHr silver screen. The big screen behind it is the product that he sells on his website. That's the personal mix. And this is how bold he is. This is his demonstration. You can see this is his title right there. We made a copy of it in fear that he was going to delete the video. Good thing we made a copy, eh? Because the video's gone. We got rid of it. And this is how bold he is. Walked out of a Home Depot with that container. Matched the video, matched the paint matched, and then went in and removed his own video to hide evidence. Is it sold on his website? Of course it's sold on his website. He changed the name to an IB Personal. So, curiosity, I've been asking that question, what is the difference between the IB Personal and BeHr Silver Screen? You want to see how insane of a match it was? That's how crazy it was. Look at that. I don't know what he's seeing on camera. We had this in a couple of forum sites. They don't know what he's seeing on camera. We show this on YouTube. They don't know what he's seeing on camera. Do you see a difference in the screens? So let me get this. Let me here. All right, let's say. See the screen in the middle? Let's say the screen right here costs you $500, right? And let's say the screen outside of it costs you $5 grand. Which one you picking? There you go. Even if the salesperson comes up and says, oh, it's a discoloration, it's a tone, you look at it like, no, no, they look both the same to me. No, I'll take this one. All right, people, that's what I mean by buyer beware. All right, so again, his test demonstrations we're seeing right here, this is supposed to be him testing his product. These should be directly on his website. And the reason why they're not directly on his website, because again, he can't back the product. These are our test demonstrations. Feel free to look at our category and all our test demonstrations and all our products. We basically back our products up 100% on every level you can possibly think of. Our products are all guaranteed and tested 100%. As you can see, he has none of these test demonstrations to begin with because his product is not tested. So buyer beware. I put the link on top. You can copy and paste that and you can look at the video yourself. If you don't want to hear me narrating through the video, sometimes I don't want to hear my own voice, you can just mute me. I don't mind that. I mute myself sometimes. Sorry about that. And I'll put the rest of the demonstrations. We'll put the blacklist up so you can go directly to the blacklist and do your research. When you have time, go to our website, check out all our demonstrations, do your research on our products before you place an order from us. Thank you for your time. I have to go and God bless.